hello, hello. This is RoboJ. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night. I'm doing all right myself. In fact, I'm very happy right now because we are now reaching the final video of this series involving this monstrosity. This is the OSC Pilot touchscreen control surface application in which you can actually set up yourself, customize it, and you can map it to your DAW. In this case, it's Ableton Live, and you can perform with it as I'm doing here. Now, with this stuff, with this particular video series, I've been basically recreating my original first template, which you can see right here. This is the original template, and there's been some different stuff here. I've added like a crossfader on the drum pad, and I've been finally able to map these buttons, these glowing buttons here, to some loops, and I mapped the bass here. So we're finally reaching the end. This is it. Oh god, oh my god, you have no idea how long this has been going on for me. It's like about a week. But I've been going through each section, each video of this series. I've just been going through each little part, and we're finally reaching the last end. This is it. This is the last bit. It's this section right here. And what this part is going to be for, I have these loops. I have these textural, like pad MIDI loops that I bounce to audio, and they're just now playing on a loop. And this little rainbow thing you see here is actually for the level control for each of those loops. So I can fade them in, fade them out, or just, balance them out. Then we have this big thing right here. And what this is a filter control, a master filter that filters out everything. And I have it in the master section of Ableton. And this in the middle, I will show you. This is a little secret. You can either skip all the way to the end of the video to find out, or you can hang with me. But let's get into this. Let's get into the last section. And hopefully this will give you some cool ideas of how to utilize this. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, please subscribe to my channel. This is a brand new channel that I'm getting up. I'm usually a spectator on YouTube, and I've been overdue on creating some of my own content on this, but we're getting into it now. So I'd love some more subscribers. And if you have any thoughts or questions or anything, please comment below in the video. I'm getting more and more adapted to OSC Pilot. So if you have this and you're kind of confused, or if you're struggling with something, please comment and I'll help you with it. We can help each other. But all right, let's get to brass tacks. All right, first thing I'm going to start making are the sliders for the control of the loops. I'm just going to make them like this, and then I'm just going to duplicate 5 and just have, I'll change the colors in a moment. But before I do that, I need to get ready for, now in the other video I had these dials that I didn't map. I could not find any use for them, but that's fine. Okay, let's make these some rainbow. That's not red. That's not the red I want. There we go. Make these rainbow. Make these a rainbow somewhere. All right. And the next bit, I'm actually going to shrink this down and bring this down because we need to make some room. You know why? It's because we're going to take this slider here, and we're going to just make it big. Just make it big slider. Yeah, look at that monstrous thing. And we're going to make this pinkish. That looks good. There we go. Look at this big old thing. Beautiful. All right, and then we're going to get a button, but we're going to make the button here, we're going to make it circular. And we are going to get out of the way. This thing is just in my way. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay. Just going to try to size this button to kind of fit in with there. I swear to God, I think like most of this video is just going to be me trying to fit this button. That looks good. And I'm going to make this green. And we're going to switch it to toggle so it stays lit up. There we go. All right. And for these sliders, I'm going to just kind of set them up like this. Kind of make a cool little descending thing. Nothing too special. Looks pretty though. Down here. Coolio. And then just leave that one there. Yeah, just kind of readjust it. Oh, I like it more smaller. This one doesn't have to be too high either. There we go. There, my friends, is our little rainbow slider set up. I think this one could be a better yellow. That looks better. Very cool. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. So let's map this up. Let's map up this stuff here. Now, we're reaching the end of our MIDI mapping. As I've said before, the parameters of this are all going to be mapped to channel 16 because I have enough room for that on the CCs. So we're going to keep that going. I'm going to make this channel 16. Where are we at? 50? All right, I'm going to make this channel 16, 51. Go to the next one. By this point, you should just be speeding through. 52. Move that back. Channel 16. 53. Channel 16. CC. 54. Channel 16. 55. For the big filter. Channel 16. 56. And finally, for the little button, channel 16. Don't need a note there. We're just gonna make it. Wait, what happened? 57. There we go. Officially, everything on this is now mapped. Nothing else needs to be mapped. We did it. Isn't that amazing? So cool. All right, now time to. Or I should say all the mapping is set on this. It's not officially mapped. To do that, we need to go to Ableton here. Okay, now here are my 5 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And we're just going to map each volume level of these to the levels, the volume levels on OSC. Okay. Let's get into that. Control or Command M, put you in MIDI mapping mode. I'm going to go to the volume level here for this one. I'm going to come here to OSC, go to performance mode, just give that a touch. Boom. See, it says, it's hard to see it there, but there you go. You see it says 16/50. Keep going. Touch this volume control. Boop. Touch that one. Boop. Touch this one. Boop. Touch that one. Boop. Beautiful. All these are now mapped. Let's get out of MIDI map mode. Just double check. That's moving. That's moving. That's moving. That's moving. That's moving. Beautiful. However, as has happened before on MIDI mapping, look at this list. My God, look at all this. On the volume mapping for MIDI, the max amount is always set to 6 dB, which is the top, which is the most you can have on volume on Ableton. For each of these, I'm going to set each of these to 0 dB. What I mean by that is that, so as you can see, let me get out of here, is that if you look at this track here, if you look at the volume control, if I go here to the top of this slider, the top is now 0 for this level, which is perfect. Okay, I'm going to test it out, and I'm going to play all 4. Ooh, there they all are. Let's set these all down so we're not making everyone go deaf here. Okay. Play in. Here's the first one. Looking good. Second one. Beautiful. Third. Good. Fourth. And finally, a little twinkly, twinkly. Twinkly, twinkly. Beautiful. There you go. You have now all the setup there for that. It's pretty good. I'm gonna give these a little, give these bad babies a little bit of reverb here. Don't mind me, I'm just setting the aux. Pretty. All right. So now you can balance. You can fade stuff in and out. Just like that. Play everything together. Sounding good. Beautiful. Okay, stop. Now for the last bit, this final little bit, we're going to get this slider going. I'm going to come over here to the master section of my Ableton. As you can see, I have some stuff set up here. I don't know if I can pull that up. So here's my auto filter, and the auto filter is in the master section. So if I were to play, there you go. Basically, it just filters everything out. So what I'm going to do, stop, is I'm going to go to MIDI mapping mode. I'm going to click on this frequency here, this one right here. I'm going to give this guy a little touch. So now it says 16/55. That means it's mapped. Let's try it out. Whoa, my God. Holy shit. It works. Look, I'm every DJ ever. Yeah. All right. So now we have a filter. Master filter, in case you want to do that. We have one more. Stop. We have one more little thing, and it's a little cool trick. I have in my master section the Waves Abbey Road vinyl. Now this is an emulator. At Abbey Road Studios in London, England, they have, back in the 60s and up until the 70s, the vinyl pressing at Abbey Road was the last step. You record onto tape, and then that tape is put onto a basically a lathe. It's called a mother, which is and where the tracks are actually etched into the vinyl, and then that is set into a mold, which is then sent to the factories to make the copies of vinyl that you own in your home. So on this is a fantastic emulator, and it's great as a if you want to have any kind of bus processing, particularly with mastering. This thing really glues stuff together, and you have all sorts of cool things. You can have crackle, which is pretty cool. You get some noise on there. You can actually change you can see I can actually change the tone arm. I can actually have it a DJ setup or the original setup at Abbey Road. You can actually have it be the lacquer. That's what it was called, a lacquer. Or you can actually have it set up to be, this is like, it says print, and this is where the vinyl will be printed at the factory, or you can have the lacquer cut at the studio. And you can even have an option to process it through their mastering desk. Fantastic. However, I'm not going to use any of that. What I want it for, though, is this. So the vinyl has a slowdown setting. I think it's supposed to come back when it reaches the end. There we go. So this has a slow down setting, and I thought, wouldn't that be cool if I could map a button to initiate the slowdown? So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to go to this Abbey Road setting right here. If I extend this out, it gives me all the settings, which you can see. I'm going to move this here to the center so you can kind of see it better. There we go. So you can see this stuff here is you have all the adjustments for the settings. The one I'm looking for is this one, stop play. So I'm going to go to MIDI mapping mode. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on the stop and play. And I'm going to click on, oops, not that. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on this button. Now it says here 16/56. Okay, so I'm going to get out of MIDI mapping mode. Let's just play it a little bit. Let's test it. Yes. Yes. And with that slowing down, I can officially say that everything on this thing is mapped. We've mapped it all. So let's go through each little bit. We have our master volume. There it is. We have our stop and play. We have our little notes here. We have pads that are on these buttons. You can hear the loops changing now. Just a little textural. We have our drums. We have our omnichord. Let me get this thing going for you. We have our tape choir. We have our bass. Be a little louder. And we have our loop textures here. We have our master filter. And finally, we have our slowdown. We did it. We finally did it. We mapped everything. This is it. This is the template. Well, it actually feels good to finally reach the end of this with this setup. You know, it's just, I really like this template a lot, and I hope you do too. And I hope this gives you a lot of cool ideas of like stuff you can do, ways to map it. If you have any insight, you know, if you have any ideas that I haven't covered here, you know, please share them in the comments. If you have any questions, definitely please comment, because, you know, I'm getting more and more used to this thing, to this program or this control surface, and I would love to help anyone who's might be struggling or has any issues. So far, so good. And, you know, I've really enjoyed making this video series. There we go. I was wondering where the music went. All right. Well, my friends and viewers, I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. And if you really liked it, definitely subscribe to this channel. I could definitely use some subscribers, and you can keep updated. And click on the little bell so you can get notified when a new video is uploaded. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Stay tuned for more. I actually just broke some really crazy ground with the OSC pilot in regards to controlling stuff outside of the computer. More on that later. Let me turn these down. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful time. If you're browsing, continue to browse YouTube. I hope you have a lovely browse. And I'm really glad that if you're able to actually watch through this whole video series. I know some of these are long videos, so if you actually made it through all this, you know, congratulations. I don't have any prizes. I just have this. all this stuff here. So I love it. Okay. Have a wonderful night or day. I will see you next time. Stay tuned for the next videos coming soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.